Good day, YouTube. Today's topic is attention to detail. This is something that if you're in the Air Force, or I'm going to assume in the military, you're going to hear often. And you're going to hear it from the beginning, from when you enter the military, whether it's basic training or your commissioning source. The sooner you get the hang of attention to detail, the better. The longer it takes you, the more challenges you may have. I want to share with you an example of attention to detail that's happened to me in the last week and a half. But before that, this past weekend, I went to the great Sand Dunes National Park here in Colorado, and I had filmed this exact same video at that location. Unfortunately, when I saw it, I wasn't happy with the way I worded things, the examples that I gave, and it was beautiful. I was actually at the sand dunes. Imagine the Sahara Desert and nothing but sand. And that's what it was like. So at the end of this video, I will show some footage of what I got to see at the sand dunes. And if you get to go there one day and you're in the military, it's free with your military ID card. So attention to detail, that's the topic. My boss came up to me about a week and a half ago and said, hey, I need you to reserve a conference room and get a teleconference set up for 2 meetings on these 2 dates. And that's all he said. Now, what I learned from that example is be very specific, ask questions, clarify. So he said, go ahead and reserve a conference room, but he didn't tell me if it was 2 days or 2 full days or 2 partial days. I'm not pointing the blame on anybody. If anyone, I'll put the blame on myself for not clarifying. I had never done a teleconference request either with the phone and with the computer. So that's 2 different things, technology that I had never done before. And he also said, get some snacks, make that happen. Well, the snacks is easy. I've done a lot of projects in the past where it's for hundreds of people for 1 full day or a week or whatever. But this was my first time here at this job where he gave me some information, some input, and I was supposed to execute. Then he asked me a few days later if I was on track, and I realized I was behind the power curve. And that's when I said, you know what, I'm still working on it, but let me ask some questions because I want to clarify. So I asked the questions, he answered them, and when I walked out of his office, I was sweating a little bit. But I have a great team that I work with, and I went to them and I said, hey, I need you to teach me how to do a teleconference for video, for phone, and what do I have to do with the conference room? Because there are already people who have reserved spots those 2 days. So I had to call these people and bump them off because we had some VIPs come in from different locations and jump in there. 2 full days, teleconference, phone conference. On top of that, I had to get the slides, which he never even told me about the slides. So this is a learning experience for me where I had to adjust, clarify, ask questions, learn, grow, and feel great at the end of these 2 days where the conference was held. I was exhausted. I had to clean up. Nothing I've never done before. But attention to detail was very important. When I went through basic training, I could not understand why I had to scrape the floor with our belt, or why our t-shirts had to be folded in 6 square inch. But that's just the rule. They give you the rule. They can tell you what they need. They want to see if you can perform under pressure, whether it's a big thing or a small thing. It's because those small, insignificant things are the ones that are going to be where we're going to be tested in the future under pressure. Can we work under pressure? So that's attention to detail. All right, that's today's video. I hope you got something out of it. Attention to detail is very important in the military. I know it is in the Air Force. The sooner you get it, like I said earlier, the better off you'll be. Ask questions, clarify. I've said this a few times. I hope it helps. You take care. Enjoy the great Sand Dunes National Park.
like